Hi, I'm Richard Holcomb, and welcome to Who Rocks New Mexico. Today you'll meet some lovely folks living at Beehive Homes and see why we call them America's greatest generation. We'll head over to Gallup for a little history and a lot of great food. We'll see how the New Mexico Sinus Institute is changing the lives of New Mexicans who suffer from sinus issues. But first, let's take a look at an organization that's restoring hope to families and individuals in need, St. Felix Pantry.
Sister Genevieve had the vision, really. She was the visionary for this, and she started going around and collecting food at different stores and was giving it out from the trunk of her car, and that continued to grow, the number of people that she saw had the needs, and so then she started to give the food out of the back door of the pantry in their kitchen area. And again, the numbers continued to grow, and so they knew that they had to do something more to continue to meet the need and expand what they're doing. So they came and found this building and have made necessary changes in it in order to continue to carry on that work of the pantry, and that started in 1992. We couldn't do what we do without our volunteers. We have about 100 volunteers here, and we have them come from all walks of life. And some of them come originally as community service workers and find that they love the work here and they stayed. Actually, our director of operations had to come here to do that very thing.
As director, I oversee pretty much everything here. My drivers, the trucks going out, the drivers, the opening of the doors, all the volunteers. Have about 110 volunteers here. Maintenance, the safety, all the food regulations, whatever needs to be done, pretty much I'm the guy to come to. I just love helping people.
I've met people that are really nice. A lot of them are older people, some are younger people, but they all have one thing in common, is they have a need, they're hungry. And it gives me pleasure to be able to assist and prepare some food so they can take something home. I guess it just fulfills something that I needed to do.
It's kind of infectious in terms of people coming, and as they serve, seeing that people the needs are being met, and what we do to help support them and encourage them, because we don't only give them food, we give them hope, and we give them love and respect for who they are and their dignity. We help to restore their dignity, so there's many more things that they get rather than just food and clothing when they come. This event, our Thanksgiving dinner, has been going on for many years, and we've been graciously allowed to use the McDonald's here in Rio Rancho on Rio Rancho Boulevard in 528 by Julian Garza, who's the owner, and he's been really supportive of us in that endeavor. And last year we served 962 people, and this year we're looking at probably 1,000 or maybe more.
The Felician Convent is really close to my McDonald's business, and I became friends with the Felician sisters. And one day it occurred to me that the best way that I could help them in getting some recognition around the community would be to partner with them and serve the dinners here. I love what they do. I believe in St. Felix Pantry. I believe in what Sister Genevieve started, and I continue to promote that wherever I go.
We invite people to get involved with St. Felix Pantry because I look at it as a double blessing. They are blessed because they are helped others, and they get blessed because they are making a difference in the lives of people within this community and throughout the state of New Mexico.
A lot of places rock our state too. Here's another Travel Guide New Mexico moment. Today we're going to take you back in history to about the 1870s, and with me is Deb Schlaney, and Deb is going to show us all around this fabulous place that I've wanted to see us for a long time, and that's Casa San Ysidro in Corrales. Deb, great to have you on the show with us.
Thank you. Well, you'll love Casa San Ysidro. It was acquired by Shirley and Ward Allen Mingay in the 1950s from the Sandoval family, descendants of the Gutierrezes here in Corrales. It's a wonderful place. He worked on it for 40 years, and we're going to see what he did.
I can't wait to see. Let's go.
Currently, we are in the 1875 portion of the house. And when Ward Allen Mingay purchased the house, it didn't have hardly any doors or windows. It had one existing window that was a Greek territorial style. And Allen could tell, because of the window and also because of the central alignment of this part of the house with the central breezeway, that it was Greek territorial style. And so he worked with carpenter Pete Smith to rebuild all of the windows and doors according to that period as the home would have looked like in the 1870s. Tony Garcia and his friends started bringing artifacts to Allen. And so Allen developed this collection primarily around the Hispanic Southwest collection, but also collections of Native American pottery, Navajo weavings, Apache basketry, a wide variety of collections, ranging from about the early 1700s, such as the six-plank chest in the breezeway that probably came here from up the Camino Real, all the way up to the mid-1950s with that beautiful blue stove from Chimayo in the kitchen. Most homes of this size would have had its own family chapel that would be used because it was too difficult or too far away to get to a church. This one was set up by Ward Allen Mingay and was actually blessed by a priest and has been used for several weddings. It includes a number of important santos, including on the lower left you can see the retablo of San Isidro Labrador, and that particular saint is the patron saint of farming for Corrales. This is a space we call the Gran Sala, and it was built by Allen Mingay in the 1960s and 70s, and he used materials that came from the Rio Abajo, or the southern half of New Mexico, south of La Bajada. The chest was built somewhere in the vicinity of Velarde, New Mexico, probably by the Valdez family, and they were known for this beautiful chip carving on the corners of their furniture. This is a barn that Allen acquired from a property that was near Tejique Pueblo, and the stone is believed to have come from Tejique. It took him approximately 15 years to put this barn back together after he acquired it.
Well, you may think that you've seen it all, that you've only seen this much of Casa San Ysidro. Deb, thanks so much for showing us around. We didn't show our folks the bunkhouse. We didn't really get to talk about the corral because we want all of you to come out and see this for yourself, don't we?
We sure do. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. It's a great place. Bring the family. Up next, compassion, dignity, and a loving home.
Hi, I'm Doug Wilson, the owner of American Tire and Service. Do you know what makes a great mechanic? Training is mighty important. Certification? You bet. But do you know what really makes a great mechanic? Heart. It's a passion that drives the mechanic to do the right thing every time. We've been helping people like you for over 25 years. We're locally owned and proud to serve you.
American Tire and Service on Highway 528 between Southern and Northern. The only guys for you.
Hi, I just saw Robert Wagner on television reading a script about reverse mortgages. You know, Robert doesn't know anything about reverse mortgages, but I do. Every month at Frost Mortgage, we loan hundreds of thousands of dollars to seniors to eliminate their mortgage payments for the rest of their lives. How much better would your life be if you didn't have a mortgage payment to make next month? If you're 62 or older, give us a call and we'll show you how this wonderful mortgage program works.
What every child deserves.
To be safe in our home.
Food and clothes.
Not to be hurt.
A good education.
To grow up with our brothers and sisters.
To be loved, valued, and respected.
El Ranchito is a loving and stable children's home where brothers and sisters can live together as they grow into adulthood or until they can be reunited with their families. With your help, El Ranchito de los Niños will continue its mission for years to come. Learn how you can help. Call us today.
Bring the whole family to the city of Elephant Butte for Elephant Days Carnival. 3 fun-filled days of carnival rides and games, a big parade, car show, balloon regatta, arts, crafts, great food, live entertainment, and more. September 12 to 14.
As we and our loved ones age, it's heartwarming to know that there are caregivers like Beehive Homes, providing a compassionate, loving environment for the elderly to live in dignity.
First year Ty didn't have the garden in. Then the second year, Ty put in this garden because I'd just bug him all the time. He didn't have something for me to do, and that's true. I have to be busy because I'm still able to. See, people need to have something to take their mind off from the end of life. They do, and that does it. A garden does that. And I think this year, probably everybody in the 5 beehives have been down here and looked at it. But you see, it makes a nice trip out in the sunshine. We had about 20 bushel of tomatoes off in that patch, and we had a bushel and a peck of green beans. We had almost 200 zucchini. We had sugar peas and snow peas, and the snow peas got to be about 8 feet tall, and I had to keep roping them up and roping them up. I'd just pick them and lay them on the rocks because people come along and can't pick them up with their wheelchairs. So gardening is very important. And I like to see things grow. I like to help out with the taking care of the family that way too. To me, care is working in my garden. Care is Beehive Homes.
They're often referred to as the greatest generation, and they truly are.
Openings now available in our Hobbs home. Up next, rellenos and crab boils in Gallup. Looking for something fun to do in Albuquerque? Look no further. ABQ365.com is your resource for things to do in ABQ. From food and wine to local culture to sporting events, ABQ365 has something for you to do every day of the year. Check out the 365 days of events. Get out and enjoy all your city has to offer. Go to ABQ365.com to make your plans today.
As an eye surgeon, I'm passionate about using the most advanced medical procedures to help improve and restore vision. I'm also passionate about retinitis pigmentosa, or RP, an irreversible eye disease that often affects young adults and ultimately causes blindness. For me, the effects are more than just a stat. It's personal. My mother, Juliet, developed RP as a young child and became legally blind when she reached 40 years of age.
Today there is no cure. But with the right research, someday there will be.
That's why, while I was in school earning my MBA, classmates and I started the Juliet RP Vision Foundation, a non-profit organization dedicated to finding a cure for retina eye diseases. The goal of the foundation is threefold. First, raise awareness of this disease and its early signs. Second, provide college scholarships to visually impaired students. And third, fund research and ultimately find a cure.
So why are we sharing all this with you?
It's because we need your help, and there are so many wonderful ways to be involved.
We invite you to visit julietfoundation.org to learn more about the effects of retina eye diseases and how you can help. Donations of any size are tax deductible, will be greatly appreciated, and will be applied for research or scholarships.
As a young child, I promised my mother there would one day be a cure, and with your help, I'm confident there will be.
We'd like to invite you to First Tuesdays, a networking event created specifically for business owners and executives.
Giving you the opportunity to interact on a personal level with business people just like you.
Mark your calendar for every first Tuesday in 2014.
4:30 to 6:30 at Hotel Albuquerque's Q Bar for free hors d'oeuvres, happy hour cash bar,
and networking with fellow business owners and executives.
It's new, it's social, it's your opportunity to make new connections, build relationships, and share new ideas with your peers.
No pressure, no speakers, no roster, and no rules.
And name tags with first names only, so the focus is on you rather than your company.
It's First Tuesdays for business owners and executives, 4:30 to 6:30 at Hotel Albuquerque's Q Bar.
To register, visit firsttuesdaysabq.com.
Be there!
Need office space? 3791 Southern Boulevard in Rio Rancho represents an outstanding value in office space in the heart of Rio Rancho's business district. With clean and versatile space available, 3791 Southern Boulevard is a 2-story office building and offers good visibility with signage opportunities for tenants. There's only one suite of up to 2,700 square feet still available, so act now. For more information, call David at 505-259-3706.
Gallup, New Mexico has a rich history of Hispanic and Native American culture, early days of the railroad, the wild, wild west, and today, some great eateries that truly rock New Mexico.
If you're looking for a little adventure or just to get out of town for a day, take the short drive to Gallup, New Mexico, one of the Southwest's best-kept secrets. Located in the heart of Indian country and the Native American jewelry capital of the world, Gallup has gorgeous scenic views, year-round fun events, and some really great places to eat.
We started this business 35 years ago, okay? Our first menu was our homemade chilies, our stuffed sopapillas and tortillas and beans and chili, and that's what started it. Everybody loves our chili rellenos because they're handmade, we're homemade, and we start from scratch. She's filling it now with cheese and the chili and wrapping it with our chili pepper. Now that we have our chilies ready, now she's going to batter them and we're going to put them in our frying pan. It's a beautiful relleno, and we're very proud of this relleno right here.
We've been coming to Gennaro's for over 30 years. And what keeps me coming back is just the food, and Gennaro's has the best.
People come here to socialize. We don't have Wi-Fi, we don't have computers, we don't have television screens, because we want the family to sit here and talk to each other and enjoy each other.
So everything is like in New Mexico, and it's the real thing.
Gennaro's, if you haven't been here, you're missing out, because this is one of the best places to eat in town.
Oh, I just love this guacamole. We come here for the salsa, for the guacamole. There's nothing like it here in Gallup.
It's an addiction. You can't stop. It's a good kind of addiction. They're the best salsa in New Mexico.
I love that stuffed sopapilla.
I come here for the stuffed sopapilla, and every time I come, I usually order the same thing.
The most popular menu item we have is our stuffed sopapilla. It weighs typically about 1.5 to 2 pounds. It's stuffed with beans, meat, cheese, chili, guacamole, everything from scratch.
Our goal was to have homemade cooking, and we haven't changed a bit since we opened this business, and that's our goal right now, and it still is.
Well, I've been coming here to Gennaro's for 25 years. I like the food. I like the people who run the place. Waitresses and waiters are always great. Good service. I love the pozole and the menudo.
We're a little off the beaten path on the corner of 6th and Hill, but we're so worth finding.
People come here for the family atmosphere and to feel like they're at home, you know, like one big family. And they really like the way they're treated here, you know, so they feel comfortable. Yes, we're really proud of it. Really, really proud of it.
And in the center of Gallup's Indian Jewelry District, you'll find a little slice of history and a whole lot of fun and some great food at the Cole Street Pub.
Cole Street Pub is your local downtown pub, public house. You just come in here and relax, have a beer, order some wings, maybe dinner, and kind of blow off your day. Kind of just enjoy your night off.
The atmosphere is absolutely wonderful. The food is awesome. Kind of like Cheers. Everybody knows everybody, and it's just homey.
When we opened this place, we wanted to pay homage to Gallup. We wanted to feature the working man who would come to a place like this 100 years ago. A lot of our guests, a lot of our visitors, they'll come once, they'll look around, they'll see the pictures, they'll see the decor, and they pop in again. They come back. A lot of people keep coming back because the consistency's there, the food's good, and the quality is always the same. It's good food.
I love Cole Street. It's my #1 spot to come in Gallup. I come here for the atmosphere. It's awesome. Great food, and they always have killer beers on tap.
We do a lot of microbrews. We have stuff from Washington, stuff from California, stuff from Albuquerque, from Marble, from Colorado, Durango. 55 flavors of beer, and that is 24 more than Baskin-Robbins. With the menu, we don't take any shortcuts. Everything's homemade. We make our own chili. We make our own stew. Nothing's made before you order it. It comes out hot. It comes out fresh, and I think that's one of the reasons people come back. Every Saturday night, we do have a crab boil. It's something we pour out on the table. As far as I know, we're the only place in Gallup you can get it, where there's butcher paper, no plates. We have a ½ pound of Alaskan king crab, a ½ pound of boiled shrimp, potatoes, corn on the cob, grilled sausage. We dump it right in front of you, and you make a mess. Friday and Saturday night, we do have live music, and 99% of the time, it's locals. It's not the loud, harsh kind. We do a lot of blues, we do a lot of folk music, a lot of acoustic music. They like the decor, they like the laid-back feel. It's not real loud, it's not real hustle, bustle, busy. We just take care of them. They like the food, they like the atmosphere, and they become regulars.
Up next, we'll see how the New Mexico Sinus Institute is changing the lives of New Mexicans who suffer from sinus issues.
In the early 1980s, the HIV virus began infecting individuals all over the world. At that time, learning you were infected was a death sentence, a sentence that ended the lives of an estimated 2,500 people right here in New Mexico. However, today, with the help of New Mexico AIDS Services, being infected with HIV doesn't have to mean the end of your life. It simply means the beginning of a new one.
Hi, I'm Doug Wilson with American Tire and Service. Did you know any independent, reputable automotive repair center can provide factory scheduled maintenance under your new vehicle warranty? It's true, you don't need to go to the dealer. You know us, you trust us. So check your owner's manual for scheduled maintenance and let your guys at American Tire do the rest. Engine maintenance, transmission, tire rotation, any scheduled maintenance. American Tire and Service, your guys for all your vehicle maintenance and repairs. See us today.
What you don't need when it's time to close your mortgage is a nameless, faceless voice at the other end of a 1-800 number. What you do need is a licensed local loan officer who will attend your closing, sit with you and answer every one of the questions that you will surely have as you read and sign over 57 legal documents. At Frost Mortgage, we're licensed, we're professional, and we're local. We don't just close loans, we open doors.
It feels so true, when I'm with you, I'm free.
Hi, I'm Michael Newman, the host of New Mexico True Television, coming up right after Who Rocks New Mexico. New Mexico True Television will show you our great state as you've never seen it before. And we'll provide you with travel tips to make it easy for you to plan your next New Mexico True staycation. So stay right here, enjoy Who Rocks New Mexico, and stay with us at 8:30 for New Mexico True Television. I'll see you in just a few minutes.
Bring the whole family to the city of Elephant Butte for Elephant Days Carnival. 3 fun-filled days of carnival rides and games, a big parade, car show, balloon regatta, arts, crafts, great food, live entertainment, and more. September 12 to 14.
The New Mexico Sinus Institute is changing the lives of New Mexicans who suffer from sinus issues.
The New Mexico Sinus Institute was founded in Los Alamos, New Mexico in 2009, with the vision of bringing health care to all New Mexicans, including rural areas where specialists are scarce. Owner and founder Dr. Ian Alexander is one of the nation's top sinus surgeons and a leading authority on balloon sinus dilation.
Many of the procedures I do, probably 80% of them can be done in the office now. A lot of the sinus surgery, which traditionally was a surgery that you were overnight in the hospital, had lots of packing in your nose, and everyone talks about how horrible it was, is now just a little 20-minute procedure that we do in the office. A lot of patients will come in. I have some that will come in after work, we'll do the procedure, and the next day they're back at work.
Balloon sinus dilation is a minimally invasive treatment option that can be performed in the office that opens sinus pathways so that they can drain properly. The procedure uses a small balloon placed in key places in the nose and sinus, which when dilated, expand the sinus pathways. This simple 15-minute procedure is changing the lives of New Mexicans who suffer from sinus issues.
It's transformed my life a total of 180. I can't believe that I have lived this long with being in such discomfort, and actually I didn't realize how much discomfort I was in until after the procedure.
I got it done and right here in the office, and I didn't have any of the hassles of being in the hospital. I've been able to breathe through my nose, which I haven't been able to do that for a very long time. My migraines have really just pretty much stopped, and I don't have like a lot of the allergy and symptoms and the sinus pressure that I did have before.
I think the field is wide open, and we're going to expand to where most of our procedures will be done in the office and save those healthcare costs of having to go to the hospital and in the operating room.
The New Mexico Sinus Institute has expanded to 5 clinics throughout the state: Rio Rancho, Los Alamos, Taos, Roswell, and Hobbs, bringing ear, nose, and throat care directly to patients. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 1-855-81-SINUS.
There are many dentists around New Mexico, many of whom offer similar services. So what makes Dr. Greg Lepore of Smiles by Design so different? Well, you're about to see.
There's a lot of good dentists here in Albuquerque. We're lucky. And I would say the reason that I would choose Smiles by Design would be their pursuit for excellence. That we, at every moment, we're not perfect, but we strive for that perfection. We work every day as a team so people have a pleasant experience. That's my goal for each person to come in here, that they have a wonderful experience and that they feel good about where they've been and that they want to pass that on to other people. We are a locally owned business. My wife Paige and I own the business. We're not franchised. We care a lot about what goes on here. We take personal, obviously responsibility like you would anything else that you own.
I came to Dr. Lepore about a year ago. I needed some actually extensive dental work done. Was real nervous coming here, but after I met him, after I met the staff, it was a wonderful experience. I was amazed by how beautiful the office looked. The girls here are amazing. Dr. Lepore is amazing, and it's just now I look forward to coming to a dentist. If you're considering getting dental work done, there's no better place than here. You will not get treated the same anywhere else, I guarantee you that. It's a blessing and privilege, and I'm really, really happy to be here.
That's all the time we have this week on Who Rocks New Mexico. I hope you enjoyed the show as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. And when you're out and about this week, if you see our men and women in uniform, stop them and be sure and thank them for their service. If you'd like more information on the folks you saw on today's show, check us out on the web at whorocksnm.com. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next week.